name is Monica. I teach special education normally all day, but this year, hello COVID, I was assigned that I will teach all of my students in person in the morning, and then in the afternoon I teach students on the online platform Edgenuity, which is one of my students and then like 10 others. So I need to put all of my students' service times that will see me in the morning and then make sure that things that they needed to be supported in will be served by my paras in the afternoon. We're gonna try to make this work. So here is the crazy way that I schedule. Now this is kind of adapted every single year. I don't do the same thing every year. I try to tweak it, but I did a variation of this last year and I really liked it. I just like to be able to see it visually and not electronically, because then I can just look at an overview and see what's going on. And then I can keep the cards for the next year. Let me show you what's going on. So here we have 7:45, and you'll notice it all goes in increments of 5. All the way down to here to where it's 12, which I'm imagining is when I will eat lunch. And then at 12:30 is when I should be starting my online time, and I will be serving students from 12:30 to 3:15 online. We also have these little cards. Like this says K1 and 2 MAPE, music, art, physical education from 8:30 to 9:10. So obviously from 8:30 to 9:10, there cannot be any kindergarten, first grade, or second graders scheduled unless it's a supporting time and a para will be assisting them. Same thing, MAPE 4-5, MAPE 3rd. Now, we have one kindergarten class, one first grade class, one second grade class, one fourth grade class, one fifth grade class, 2 third grade classes. I'm editing this video right now and I just realized that I was thinking of last year. This year there is 1 third grade class and 2 fourth grade classes. I got it switched up in this video. For some reason I still think of the kids as the grade prior. Like it hasn't hit me that, oh my gosh, they're third graders now. Oh my gosh, they're fifth graders now. And I still, part of me like thinks about the fifth graders that I had last year that I forget that I'm not servicing them anymore, that they graduated to middle school on me. Normally, everybody just goes together, so all of the fifth graders go together, all the third graders go together, and it doesn't matter how many classes there are, because usually we have around 30 to 33 kids, so some of the MAPE classes are bigger if there are 2 classes because they're split up because there's too many kids, or if there's just a normal number of like 27 kids. So, for example, our fourth grade class this year had like 30 something. When we started enrollments, we've lost a couple. When the cutoff day happened, there was still over 30, so they were able to split into 2 classes. So there's 2 classes of fourth grade and everybody else has 1. So because of COVID, we can't have kids from other classes mingling with another class. So it had to be separate. Everything about this year is different. Everything about this year is weird, but we're just trying to adapt to it and make it work. So this is how I schedule COVID-19 style. I have this lovely construction paper. It's supposed to be purple. You can see it's like really old and gross, and I keep it for moments like this. So this is either a student or it's a group. I've assigned them by colors so that you don't know who they are. We're all about confidentiality here. So it's either a student or it's a group of kids, but you will never know. Only I will know by looking at my key that I made, because otherwise I won't remember who it is either. So the student in the black group gets 30 minutes of social skills. There's student pink that gets 10 minutes of social skills. But then there's also student pink who has MAPE support. So then that student obviously needs their MAPE put down. So I would place this student where their MAPE time is. And the nice thing is between a half hour, so if I put this on 9:30, it literally goes from 9:30 to 10, like it fits perfectly. So it's just such a good visual for me. This may not help you. You may like electronic, or you may just like to look at everybody's schedules and figure things out, but I don't know, this is just how I work. And then up here we've got me, B, which is a para, and L, which is a para. So this student I'm going to have supported by para B. So they would go there. So they're busy during that time. So this student gets 30 minutes of recess support. So I'm going to put them at their recess time, which is right here. So this one will also go with para B. And that's how it goes. I'm going to set you guys down and I'm going to arrange these, and I'll talk with you when I think I've got it arranged what I like. A really annoying problem is now we have 3 lunch periods and 3 recesses. So I have students that receive lunch and recess support, and now it's different people that are going to have to cover for those different recesses and lunches to get those supports that normally if it was just 2 lunches, it would be okay. So somebody might end up having to be outside for recess for an hour. What a mess. What a mess. So then eventually you end up with something that looks a little bit like this. And then you have some that are left over. So this kid gets a reading support and then a math support. But if I don't know when their actual class is yet because the teacher hasn't made their schedule, that doesn't help matters. Needs 45 minutes of math, and I have not yet decided where it goes, and it kind of depends on where this student goes. So then I leave it on the floor, I think about it, I come back the next day, so for me that's Monday, the day before the first day of school. I look at it, I think about it, I have the principal look at it, see what they think. So then, when I'm happy with the paper schedule, I will put it on a digital one. Now because I'm waiting on the red group and the maroon group and I don't know where to put them, I won't put it in digital form today, but normally the same day that I put it in paper form, I would put it in digital form, so then I could look at it again, because I look at them constantly to think of what's wrong. Can I improve it? Can I make it any more like seamless, or can I get bigger gaps between the kids? Especially right now, we're gonna need time between different groups of kids to clean the table. Woo, Clorox wipes. So then after I have all the papers dealt with, I'll put it into a Google Sheets, and then that's how I create the schedule for the paras and myself on the very first day of school. So for us, we start Tuesday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 4 days probably of just supporting whatever's going on in those students' classes. We won't be doing pullouts. We'll just make sure that the schedule works. So then that next week, it's actually Labor Day, so we won't start on Monday. We'll start on Tuesday. We'll have 4 days of starting pullouts. So then I'll have everything ready and we'll just get into our normal curriculums and our routines, and it'll be great, and hopefully we last in person for a long time. So then the first day of school, we put this into action. Now, obviously the first day of school, we're not pulling kids out for foundations teaching or reading mastery. Like, we will serve those students at that time. So if I would be teaching student green and orange foundations, I would go in their classroom at that time and then just see if it works to make sure that it's not overlapping. And then I check to make sure I'm getting everybody's service times in. I didn't forget that that's the recess time. And then we work in speech and OT at that time too. Sometimes it works, sometimes we have to tweak it, and sometimes you're still waiting. So I hope you enjoyed this lovely short video of how I schedule my students. I'm just gonna upload it today, and you guys, if you would like to see how it eventually looks up into the digital format, you'll just have to keep watching, because it probably won't be digital until maybe the first day of school, because some teachers, they still don't have their schedules, and that's okay, because this is a crazy year. Put a thumbs up if this is something that helped you, or leave a comment down below how do you schedule. Do you just do strictly digital? Do you do some sort of paper version like this? What do you do? I'm editing this video right now, and I just realized that I was thinking of last year. This year, there is 1 3rd grade class and 2 4th grade classes. I got it switched up in this video. For some reason, I still think of the kids as the grade prior. Like, it hasn't hit me that, oh my gosh, they're 3rd graders now. Oh my gosh, they're 5th graders now. And I still, part of me like thinks about the 5th graders that I had last year, that I forget that I'm not servicing them anymore. That they graduated to middle school on me.